Thank you, Chair, for this opportunity to give an overview for this training workshop. I also want to add a voice to thank RCMRD partners, African Union Commission, AUC, and the GEO-Mik and Africa program for this. I wish Chair to give an overview to this training to bring participants to the journey we have made and we will make towards the delivering successfully this training. Ladies and gentlemen, as the chair has already briefed, this training is basically building on the previous efforts under the GEO-Mik and Africa program, which was initially implemented by GEO-Mik Consultants Africa through a contract with RCMRD in 2020, and later upgraded some of the tools as part of phase one GEO-Mik and Africa program. The aim for this training, ladies and gentlemen, is basically to build capacity for the uptake and use and development of Earth observation application products for land degradation monitoring and food security monitoring in the region. And the objectives for this training workshop will be to empower the regional stakeholders in the project partner countries to assess and estimate land production and data, but also to build and empower the participants' capacities towards appreciating the geographic information systems, remote sensing tools, and data for monitoring land degradation. And later on, also to introduce the participants to the tools which were developed under this project for analysis and estimation of land productivity for the region. And in terms of the target audience for this training, basically all professionals and stakeholders who have interest in environment, natural resource management, and conservation, across different sectors, including land administration, academia, research, private sector, civil society, among other stakeholders. And as already highlighted by RCMRD, this training, ladies and gentlemen, is building on the project which was implemented in 2020 and 2021, mainly to develop the methodology for land product assessment in relation to land degradation using the multiple source geoinformation as tools for the analysis. And as we have already highlighted, the project was implemented in 10 East African countries, namely Djibouti, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Kenya, Mauritius, Rwanda, Somalia, South Sudan, Sudan, and Uganda. That's for phase one. And in terms of the key components, which are part of the bigger framework for the GEO-Mik and Africa program, the training certainly will highlight and reflect on data infrastructure, highlight on the tools, products, and then also look at what activities where we foresee in the coming future. But as you will see throughout the project, a number of activities were also undertaken as part of the whole program. So this is an overview of what outputs resulted from this project. And the team throughout the week, the 3 days of this training, will basically demonstrate how and take you through how these tools were developed. And we hope that it will benefit you in all endeavors on your side. But what is important to note is that this project delivered the tool and methodology for estimation of land productivity And there are also additional tools which were developed on the web, which again will also be at, go through on Wednesday. But we've also given the resources for the training, especially the user manuals for your further access and use. This work, ladies and gentlemen, was also published. So we have shared all these materials for the project. Awareness activities and which were also undertaken through the media and different platforms, basically to engage and scale the access, share information with different stakeholders across the region to access this tool. And we hope this will scale further in the subsequent. The trainings, we conducted trainings right from the inception of the project along the way towards the, even after the project. So this training is part of that process to build capacities and enhance knowledge and skills of stakeholders. And as our chair already highlighted, we are using different platforms and including the e-learning platforms. And so we received the feedback, which also informed this design of this training, but also future activities. And we also believe that by the end of this training, we will still get feedback from the participants so that we can further improve the tool and the products which have been developed. But maybe just to highlight a few, the stakeholders who have interacted with the tool need more applications and tools for land recognition and productivity monitoring. They want the tool more accessible, and through that process, we were able to upscale the tool and they post it to the web to increase usage and access, but also publishing this work through MDPI, which is accessible for all interested stakeholders. They also want us to disseminate more of this tool. They want to enhance and build more platforms, look at trend computation and others. But more importantly, which we want to build in, is a number of participants are requesting that we have a sustainable collaboration, with a number of users and stakeholders across the region to upscale the conversation in the areas of land liquidation, productivity, but overall agricultural productivity. So arising out of that, we'll come up with a platform, which I think colleagues will be able to share in the platform, where we want to have a community of stakeholders who engage in the conversation on land degradation and productivity across the sectors, from the government, academia, civil society, partners, with the ultimate goal of building a sustainable non-for-profit collaborative framework of communities across the region to continue the conversation and inform other interventions, even at policy level, towards improving agricultural productivity, food security, but overall environmental sustainability. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that preamble, we have training which is here, and the tools and resources have been disseminated, as the chair has already mentioned, and so we'll have the PowerPoint, the manuals, the e-learning platform, the data sets, and the evaluation at the end of the day. So, Chair, without wasting time, the program has already been shared. Allow me to invite participants to embrace this training, and we look forward to continuous engagement in the training process, but even beyond the training. I thank you and hope that we will make best use of the time we have to benefit from this training. I thank you all and wish you a very successful training. I hand over to you, Chair.